have compiled these 12 Nigerian soup recipes for you and your family. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and click the like button. Enjoy! This ugu and uziza soup is my favorite soup at the moment. Made with simple ingredients but bursting with flavors. Keep watching, let me show you how easy this is to make. For the list of ingredients, I have the uziza vegetable already washed and cut. This is the ugu, also known as pumpkin leaf, washed and cut as well. I have here some finely minced onion, some pepper. This soup was spicy. I loved it. I have periwinkle, very optional, but I loved it. Some seasoning, crayfish, ogiri. This is banla fish already washed, goat's meat, momo, and snail. I also have some palm oil, good quality palm oil. For though the struggle may be tough. To begin, I'm going to cook the meat. Use any protein of your choice. I'm using goat's meat, momo, and snail. You can use beef or just stockfish. Very delicious actually. Next, going with some pepper. Please add the pepper to your taste. I wanted the soup to be very spicy and that was what I got. Next, add some onions, some seasoning and salt if necessary. I'm using just seasoning, so I'll not add salt. Stir this well to combine and then cover for it to steam for 10 to 15 minutes so it can sweat out its own moisture. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy. This was 15 minutes later. I'm going to give this a good mix. At this time, you're sure that most of that seasoning have penetrated into the meat. Next, I'll go in with some water and then continue to cook just until the snail is almost done. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me. 10 more minutes later, I'm going to remove the snail. It is almost done, so I'll take it out now and continue to cook the rest of the protein until it is soft. Meanwhile, I'm going to now go prep the vegetables. I have the uziza leaf here. You want to pick to remove anyone that is not so fresh and then wash it. Do the same with the ugu as well. I like to pluck them like this to remove the stalk and then wash properly. How do you prep your vegetables? Do you have them sliced in the market for you, then you come home and wash? Or you prefer to come home, pick them like this and then wash by yourself? Tell me, which WhatsApp group do you belong? I am team pick my vegetables myself, wash it myself before cooking. Truth is, I've tried that thing once and when I was rinsing the vegetables, I felt like all the nutrients went to the water. But I can understand sometimes when you want to cook for a very large number of people, coming home to do all of that yourself can be stressful. But small ones like this for your own consumption, no. Alright, so now everything is nice and clean. I'm going to slice the vegetable thinly and set them aside. So the struggle may be tough. Please let me know where you're watching from. Also, if this is your first time here, I want to specially thank you for clicking to watch. Please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe before you go, hit the bell notification as well, so you'll be among the first to know anytime I upload a new video, and it is free of charge. Thank you. For though the struggle may be tough, back to Once it is nice and hot, go in with some seasoning or salt to flavor the oil. Then I'm going to add the fish. I'm using a jakiga fish, that is smoked banla fish. At this time, I'll go in with a bit more onions, some more scotch bonnet pepper. Use as much as you can tolerate. The fragrance of this pepper was just so nice and it was very spicy. I loved it. So now stir very well to combine. Cover and let that simmer in for another 2 minutes. 2 minutes later, oh my god, the aroma here was nose blinding. Now I'm going to add some crayfish. Remember the crayfish and okpei. Add the crayfish and okpei now and stir well to combine. I'm going to cover this again to allow it simmer for another 2 minutes. I should have added it when I added the pepper and onions, but it's fine. Cover now. After 2 minutes, you're going to now come back and then add your protein. I'm going to reintroduce the snail, the cow skin, and the goat meat that I cooked earlier, and add some of that meat stock as well to loosen this up. You can see we've not added any water to the soup. See, there are several ways to make this soup. This is one method. Let me know in the comments if you want to see the second method that I used to make this soup. Then you choose the one that you like the most, okay? With the meat stock, you want to add it gently, add first, stir it in. If you think you need more, then you can add more. So I added all the stock, cover and let it simmer. After 5 minutes, I'm going to add the uziza leaf. If you cannot find fresh uziza leaf where you stay, I'm sure you can get the seed from the nearest African store. You can blend up the seed and use it for the soup together with your ugu. So I added some periwinkle, a bit more crayfish. I'm going to stir and let this uziza leaf cook down for about 5 to 7 minutes. Still watching? Then this is a good time to please click the like button. Thank you. So once I stirred this in, I discovered I needed a bit more liquid, so I went in with some water. You see the amount I added, very small. Stir that in and cover. If you have any concerns with the fish breaking up, then you can add it a bit later, but this soup was everything. I would not change anything for nothing. Trust me. So 5 minutes later, I'm going to come back. Look at our soup. It is just doing putu putu. The aroma here was nose blinding. Next, going with the ugu. That's your fresh pumpkin leaf already chopped. Add this and cover for it to wilt for about 2 minutes before you stir. The ratio of ugu and uziza I used was 2 to 2. I mean, if you use 2 packs of ugu, use later. You're going to stir this well to combine, and soup is almost ready. Stir everything well, and then you can top up with a bit more crayfish. Adjust with seasoning if you have to. Also, on the other hand, you should be making your eba, fufu, or pounded yam to go down with this. It was so good. I had this with eba, soft, supple eba, very yummy. So once I added the ugu, stirred it in well, gave it a few minutes, soup was ready. Serve and enjoy. I hope you enjoy this when you try it. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead. That won't destroy. 15 minutes later, I'll check on the meat, and as you can see, it has released some of its natural juice. You can let this go some more so the juice dries back into the meat if you have the time. Alright, so next I'm going to go in with some washed stock fish and some cow tripe already cleaned as well. So I'm going to add a bit of water, cover and continue cooking. So next I have egusi already blended. I have some pepper mix. This is red bell pepper, shombo, onion and scotch bonnet pepper. I also have 1 tomato in there. I have some crayfish and ogiri, very important. Next I have uziza leaf. I love uziza in egusi soup. Some palm oil. I have some dried catfish which I'll clean, debone and use for this soup as well. And a few more ingredients like our seasoning and salt. Alright, while the meat is cooking, I'll use that time to prep all the ingredients so that once the meat is done, all we have to do is just put everything together. So first blend or pound the crayfish and the ogiri and then set it aside. Blend the pepper mix with a bit of water and set aside as well. Now you can add the crayfish and ogiri here and blend, but you'll see the reason why I didn't blend it together as you watch the video. Next, I'll add some blended onion to the already grounded egusi and then mix very well to combine. Now, the reason why I add onion to egusi is so the onion can help the egusi curdle, especially if you want your egusi to be lumpy. The onion helps with that, okay? So once you get into this nice thick paste, you're going to set it aside. The final prep left to do is to clean the catfish. I've soaked it in this hot water for a few minutes to soften it up. Then I'll go in, debone it and set it aside. If you're still watching, please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you. 35 to 40 minutes later, I check on the meat and as you can see, it is already getting really soft. So I'm going to scoop it out of the stock now and save the stock because we'll need it later. If this is your first time here, I want to specially thank you for clicking to watch today's video. Please don't forget to subscribe, turn your bell notification on so you'll be among the first to know anytime I upload a new video, and it is free of charge. To my returning subscribers, I love you. Thank you for always coming back to watch. So let's make this soup proper now. In a pot, you're going to add some palm oil and then let it heat up. You're not trying to bleach it or anything. Once it is hot, you're going to now go in with the egusi, just like this. Make it into lumps like this and drop in the oil. Now the trick is I didn't let the oil to be too hot so it's not bleaching by the time the egusi is fried. What I'm trying to do is fry the egusi first before I fry the pepper mix. That way the egusi actually fries. This method gives my egusi a really nice delicious taste that I think anybody should try. Also, if you like lumpy egusi soup, this method will allow the lump to stay intact and not break apart for a longer time. Alright, so continue to do this on medium low heat, so it doesn't burn until it becomes crumbly just like this. The only downside to this was because I was using a stainless steel pot, some of them stuck to the bottom of the pot. So using a non-stick pot will help solve that. Well, it didn't matter, after all we're making egusi soup. So once it is well fried just like this, I'll scoop it out and set it aside. In that same pot, I'm going with a little bit more oil and then add our pepper mix. That's our blended red bell pepper, onion, scotch bonnet, and just 1 tomato. I didn't use a lot of tomatoes. Now remember that crayfish and ogiri we blended. Add half of it at this point. Going with some seasoning. I used crayfish seasoning and our washed catfish. Stir, cover halfway through and allow to start frying. Please keep an eye on this. Stir often so it doesn't burn until oil floats to the top. After about 15 minutes, I check on this again and you can see oil already floating to the top, which indicates that the pepper mix is well fried. And you can see the pot wasn't burning because I was stirring quite often. At this time, I'll go in with our meat stock that we saved. Add the meat stock, taste and adjust with seasoning if necessary. And then go in with the fried egusi. That's egusi we already fried. Now once you add the egusi, you can now determine if you need more water or not. Remember, egusi can drink up water. So yeah, once you add the egusi, you can now decide if you're going to add a little bit more water. At this time, I'll go in with our already cooked meat and stock fish and the vegetable as well. I'm adding the vegetable now because uziza leaf to me is more like a herb. You want it to cook down so it releases all of its beautiful aroma into the soup. You can also use ugu. If you use ugu, then you want to add that last. Once I add the vegetable, I'll stir very well to combine and then cover and allow to simmer for about 5 to 7 minutes. Seven minutes later, I opened up this pot and the aroma was nose blinding. It filled everywhere, so intense. I'm going to give this a gentle stir. You can see the lumps still intact, you guys. Now stir, make sure everything is well combined and our soup is ready. But just before I take it off the heat, I'll go in with the remaining blended crayfish and dawa that I saved earlier. Now adding that last kind of revives everything again and makes everything taste, gang. So our soup is ready. I'll stir this in, let it simmer for about 2 more minutes and then take it off the heat. Our soup is ready, you guys. I had this with pounded yam and oh my god, tell me egusi and pounded yam is not a favorite. I love it. With apple, pounded yam, it is so delicious. I hope you get to try this out. Send me your pictures if you do. See you in my next one. Bye. This is the second version of the ugu and uziza soup I shared not too long ago. It is so easy, you'll love this one just as much. So keep watching, let me show you how. In a pot, I'll go in with my protein of choice, which is goat meat. You can use beef, bush meat, any protein at all that you prefer. I've added some cow skin and snails. Please skip the snail if you don't like it. Next, I'll go in with some stockfish head. I prefer stockfish head for native soups. I find it to be a little bit more delicious. Yes, I said it. Alright, so I added some chopped pepper, seasoning and a bit of salt. Stir everything well to combine. Cover and let it steam for 15 minutes without adding water. So let's quickly check on our protein. It's been 15 minutes and at this point you'll notice some liquid in the pot, which is good. That came from the meat. If you're patient enough, you're going to let that liquid dry back into the protein before you go in with water. It's going to ensure a very delicious protein. So I went right ahead to add some water and cooked for another 10 minutes. Now I'm going to take out the snail just before it is completely cooked because I don't want it to overcook. The rest of the protein is still a bit tough. I'm going to continue cooking that until it is about 90% done. Back to the vegetables, I'm going to slice the ugu first. And with this, you want to slice as thin as possible. You don't want it to be like long strands in the soup. For this soup, you actually don't need a lot of vegetables. So I did not use all that vegetable you saw in the beginning. No, I'm going to use about 2 handfuls each. Alright, so the ugu is done. This is it. See how fresh it is looking. Next, I'm going to slice the uziza leaf as well. So I used 2 handfuls of both the ugu and the uziza each.
Ups and downs, weathering lights, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle.
At this point, the goat meat is ready. I'm going to now add water for the soup. The water you should add depends on the quantity of soup you are making. I'm going to reintroduce the snail, some fish. I'm using a jakika. You can use smoked catfish as well, a bit more pepper, some crayfish. Stir this in well to combine and allow it come to a boil. You can also taste at this point and adjust with seasoning or salt if necessary. I thought I needed a bit more seasoning, so I went in with some seasoning.
The journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won on the sky.
After another 10 minutes, I come back, check on the soup. It is looking good. I'm going to now go in with good quality palm oil. Check the description box for the one I'm using. Alright, so once you add the palm oil, I'm going to go in with some ogilisi. Oh my god. After the ugu and uziza leaf, the next star of this dish is the ogilisi. It is going to, elevate the soup. Can I use iru, dada or ogiriokbe? The answer is yes, but if you want this soup to really bang, look for ogilisi. Alright, so once I add the ogilisi, I'm going to cover this and allow it to boil again for another 7 minutes. With this method, you need a thickener. I'm using achi as my thickener, and I'm going to dissolve it with some of the stock. Now, dissolving it will help ensure that there is no lumps in the soup. Can you use ofo or cocoyam? Absolutely, you can use ofo or cocoyam. So once I dissolved it, I added it into the stock, went in with the uziza leaf first. Because uziza is a bit tough, you want it to cook down to release all of its beautiful aroma into the soup. So stir that in well to combine and allow it go for another 5 minutes.
For though the struggle may be tough,
5 minutes later, I check on the soup. You guys, the aroma here was nose blinding. Give it a quick mix and then I'm going to add the ugu at this point. Now you can see it is not very thick. You don't want this soup to thicken up while it's still on fire, so use very little amount of the achi or ofo. A little will go a long way. So at this point, I go in with 2 handfuls of the ugu, stir this in well to combine and let it simmer for another 2-3 minutes. Still watching? Then this is a good time to please click the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Subscription is free. Hit the bell as well so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. Thank you.
evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer, lasting bliss forever true. This life's great gift given.
5 minutes later, the aroma was everywhere, so yummy. I'm going to stir on this very quickly and take it off the heat. I know somebody's going to say the vegetables look overcooked. It is not overcooked though, but if you like, as soon as you add the ugu, stir it and take it off the heat. Okay, now you can see the consistency. It is not so thick. This is exactly how you want it to look, because by the time it cools down, it is going to thicken up some more, and I'll show you what it looks like in a few minutes. Meanwhile, you want to make your fufu, your akpu, your semo and enjoy it with it. I had this with plantain and yam fufu. I'll link that video in the description box. This is the same soup 40 minutes later. You can see it is now thick. At this point I said, I should have added a bit more water, but the consistency was just right. Look at that. Perfect. Now all that is left is to serve and enjoy. If you can perceive the aroma from the screen, oh yeah, type nose blinding in the comment section because my nose is blinded right now. This is our soup all ready and done. Let me know what swallow you're going to pair this with as well. I hope you enjoy this when you try it out. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched up until this point, give me a high five in the comment section and I'll give you a special hug. Thank you for watching. Bye.
The journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't just.
Fisherman soup is very delicious. I love it. Today I'm going to show you how to make it without breaking the bank, and it is not going to compromise on the taste at all. So to begin, you're going to cook the cocoyam. This we're going to use to thicken the soup. I used the best I could find. I know the red one is normally used, but this one is one I could find here. So transfer into a pot, add water and cook until it is soft. It will take the longest time, so start with it. I have some pepper, onion here. I'm using a lot of spice because I wanted it to be spicy. And the uziza. I also have some shrimp scale here. I'm going to pop the shrimp scale and the uziza into my blender now and blend that until it is very smooth. Once that is done, I'm going to pass that through a sieve to catch the chaff. Please let me know where you're watching from so I can send you a hug in the next video. Set this juice aside, we'll need it later. Now I'm going to blend the onion, pepper with a bit of water and set aside as well. Normally this soup is made with different type of seafood, but today we're going to use just this catfish which I have cleaned. I'm going to go in now with some boiling water to help toughen the fish so it doesn't break apart when cooking. Now let it sit in the hot water for about 2 minutes, drain and rinse. Now this is what we have. It is looking firm. I'm going to set it aside. Now back to the cocoyam. At this point I checked on it and it was quite soft. I'm going to peel it, transfer into a blender or mortar. You can pound it as well, but I'm going to blend this with a bit of water and set it aside. This soup cooks really fast, so you want all your ingredients prepped and ready before you start cooking. For the list of everything I'm using, please check the description box. So now everything is set. I'm going to add our clean fish into a wide enough pot. Go in now with some of that blended pepper and onions. Now you guys, this soup was very spicy, so just adjust to your level of tolerance. Okay, so I added some of that spice in there, went in with 1 shrimp seasoning. I'm going to add some water, salt and a bit of palm oil. Cover and let this cook for about 5 to 6 minutes. 5 minutes later, I'm going to give this a very gentle stir to be sure nothing is sticking. Then I'm going to go in with our deveined and deshelled shrimp. Now this does not take time to cook at all, so from this point everything happens really quick. Now remember the stock we set aside, you're going to add that now. That's the uziza seed and the shrimp scale. I'm going to now add a bit more pepper, go in with some water depending on the amount of soup you're making. I went in with just little amount of water. I'm also going to adjust with seasoning or salt at this point. Seafood takes to salt really quickly, so be careful with seasoning when making this soup. Toss it around a little bit, then go in with the blended cocoyam. We want everything to boil together because from this point soup is almost ready. Now add your cocoyam and then let everything simmer for 3 to 5 minutes. Five minutes later, I opened up this pot and the aroma filled everywhere. Nose blinding, so delicious. So I'm going to give this a very gentle mix. You can see our fish is still intact and the consistency of the soup is just perfect. Don't want it to be too thick right now because when it cools down, it's going to thicken up even more. So finally, I'm going to go in with some periwinkle and some vegetable. Now you're going to use uziza for this vegetable. I couldn't find it, so I used spinach. If you're using uziza leaf, add it the same time you added the cocoyam so that everything can boil up together. So once I stir this in, I'm going to just give it 1 minute, take it off the heat, and soup is ready.
Ups and downs, weathering lights. Can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed, my spirit haunted. For though the struggle may be tough, journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering life's trials and frowns, I'll keep my eyes on the prize, evergreen joy, my heart's cry. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won on the skies are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer. A lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to you. The struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy.
What is there not to love about ogbono soup? This is one of my favorite soups ever. The distinct taste and how easy it is to make makes it a win all the time. To begin, I'm going to roast this bushmeat. We call it anunchi where I'm from. It is also known as grass cutter. I'm roasting it to get rid of any hair that may still be on the skin. Once that is done, I'm going to wash with an abrasive sponge and then cut into smaller sizes. Please let me know where you're watching from so I can send you a hug in my next video. In a clean pot, go in with some goat's meat already washed. Next, I'm going to add the cleaned bush meat that I washed and cut. Add that into the pot and then add, in fact, all the proteins you're cooking with. Add everything now. Next thing is some omo, some snails. I normally don't cook ogbono with snails. I cook it with okra and every other soup, but with snails, so I tried it and it was so good. Next, add your stockfish, your ground pepper and onion, some seasoning to taste. Stir everything well together. Cover and let this simmer for about 15 minutes before we add water.
For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy.
While that is steaming, I'm going to ground some crayfish, pepper, onion and dawa dawa. I roasted this dawa dawa to help release all of its natural flavors. So blend this and set aside. Next, I'm also going to clean and blend the ogbono. So if your ogbono is very dirty, this is what you should do. Get a clean paper towel, make sure it is dry, and then rub the ogbono on it. That way you get rid of all the dust from the ogbono. I like to do this instead of washing it, okay? You may want to do this during your free time or have the kids do it. Now ground that with a dry mill, go in with some palm oil, mix this well to combine and then microwave it for about 2 minutes to dissolve all the ogbono. Another way to do this if you don't have a microwave is to place it on top of your cooking pot. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Back to the meat. It's been 15 minutes. I'm going to stir on this real quick and then go in with some water, adjust with a bit of salt and cook for another 10 minutes, just until the snail is almost cooked. Even the bush meat does not take time to cook. Remember, it's been smoked already. So cover and cook for another 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, remove the snail and bush meat and then continue to cook the goat meat until it is about 80% cooked. Place the bowl of ogbono on top of the pot like this, or open up the pot and then place the bowl inside. Make sure your bowl is heat resistant, okay? So cover halfway through if you're placing it in it so it can dissolve. Meanwhile, I'm going to prep the ugu. I love to use ugu for my ogbono soup. You can use uziza or any other vegetable of your choice. Ugu is just a no-brainer for me when it comes to ogbono, okay? My personal preference. So it's been washed. I'm going to slice it thinly and set aside.
To lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won and the skies are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer. A lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to you.
20 minutes later, our ogbono is now dissolved. Look at that, beautiful. So take this off and then we're going to check on the meat. At this point, the meat is about 80% cooked. What I'm going to do now is go in with enough water to cook the soup. So add water depending on the amount of soup you're making. Okay, next go in with the ground crayfish, pepper and dawa dawa. Next thing is going to be my fish. Use any fish of your choice. Here I have some smoked manla fish. I'm also going to add a bit of dried catfish. Now I'm going to reintroduce the snail and bushmeat that I set aside. You don't have to use all of this protein. You can make this ogbono soup with just the panla fish and it will be very delicious. I adjusted with a bit of salt, stir that in, taste to be sure everything is right. Then you can let this boil for another 10 minutes. Ten minutes later, look at that. I opened up the pot, you guys, and the aroma was nose blinding. It filled everywhere. At this time, I'm going to add our dissolved ogbono into the pot and then let this cook for about 10 minutes before I stir. With ogbono soup, you want to cook for a minimum of 15 minutes to activate its deliciousness. Of course, you can enjoy this with any swallow of your choice, with fufu, pounded yam, gari, oat fufu. My preference, my best pair with ogbono is actually gari. I love it. But today I'm going to have it with eggplant fufu. Get your eggplant, any eggplant that is available, even the one we call garden egg. Yes, you can use it. Peel it or not, and then cut into smaller chunks. Transfer into your blender, add a bit of water and blend until it is smooth. So because I had a lot, I blended for a while and then went in with the remaining ones and blended everything together. Pass this through a chiffon cloth to get rid of the liquid in it. You will be shocked at the amount of liquid that came out from those 2 eggplants. And I didn't even blend with a lot of liquid, but yes, this was all the liquid that came out of it. Hold up, do not throw it out yet, we'll need it later. So at this point, this is the chaff. That's what we need for the fufu. So I'm going to transfer this now into a pot. Get a pot, transfer that, and then you're going to start stirring.
the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won and the skies are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer, a lasting bliss forever.
So now all that is left is to serve and enjoy. I'm going to pour my soup over my fufu like this. If you don't like this, please just serve it separately. I enjoy it this way and I'm going to enjoy my food. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Please subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. To my returning subscribers, I love you all so much. Thank you for always watching. See you guys in my next one. We are going to be making ofu onugbu. This is the authentic onugbu soup recipe you do not want to miss. Keep watching, let me show you how to make this. To begin, I'm going to pluck the bitter leaf from the stalk. This is like the main ingredient. So what you want to do is sun dry this for about an hour or two so it can dry a little bit. Actually, you want this to wilt and not dry very well, otherwise it's going to just shatter once it is dry. You can also leave it on your kitchen counter for a few days. Next, I'm going to wash this properly to get rid of sand or dust. Do it multiple times till the water runs clear. Place the washed bitter leaf into a pot of boiling water and let this cook for a few minutes. This is the fastest way to get rid of the bitter taste from the leaf. Now, the longer you cook this, the less bitter it will be. So depending on how bitter or less bitter you want it, cook it. Now for this soup, I cooked this for 5 to 6 minutes before I went ahead to drain. Now once you drain, you're going to cool it down with some cold water. Now all of this is what will usually take you at least 30 to 40 minutes to wash if you're going to use your hands regularly. So once I drain it, I wash it 2 to 3 times, and by the third time, most of the bitter taste was already Now the bitter leaf is ready. I'm going to now cook the cocoyam. It will take the longest time, so start with that. Now I know this is not the kind of cocoyam that we use for ofu onugbu, but this was the best I could find where I live. Now while that is going, go ahead and cook your protein of choice. I have here some goat meat already cleaned. I have some okporoko head. For some reason, I just like okporoko head. I find it to be tastier. I'm going to add some pomo. This was a bit tough, so I went in with it early. Going with some seasoning, some salt, and Cameroon pepper. Stir everything well to combine. Cover and let this steam for the first 15 minutes without adding water. Put this together, you'll see it begin to release some juices in there, which is good. Now you're going to add some water, cover and continue to cook this for another 20 minutes. At this time, I'm going to check on the cocoyam. Once a knife or a fork can drive through easily, you know it is ready. I'm going to peel the skin and then blend in a blender. You can also pound this using a mortar. Make sure to do it while it is still warm, that way it's a lot more easier. I check on the goat meat after the 20-minute mark and then go in with some washed snails. You don't have to add it, it is optional. You know I love my snails. I'm also going to go in with some well washed fish. You want to soak your fish. Always wash your stockfish head and your dry fish with warm water and salt to remove any ant or sand in there. I went in with a bit of seasoning. You can also add salt, add a bit of water and let that cook for another 10 minutes. We don't want our snails to overcook. It's been 10 minutes after adding the snail. Now I am going to go in with enough water for the soup. That's the stock for the soup. This depends on the quantity of soup you're making, okay? So I've added some water now. I'm going to go in with the blended cocoyam. Now with this cocoyam, you're going to add enough to thicken the soup. You also don't want the soup to be too thick because by the time it cools down, it is going to thicken some more. Once you add the cocoyam, you're going to add every other ingredient. Now, first up is some ground crayfish. I like to be generous with that. Going with some more pepper, depending on how spicy you like your soup. But I just like a bit of pepper for this soup. It has a distinct taste. Next thing is ogilisi. This is the medicine for this soup. No ogilisi, no fonubu. Add it in there and then go in with some palm oil as well. You can also taste and adjust with seasoning or salt if necessary. Once you add the palm oil, cover and let this boil up for another 7 minutes on medium-high heat. In between, you want to come back and check to see how thick your soup is. If it is thick enough to your desired consistency, and then you have some more cocoyam on top of it, then you can scoop out the remaining cocoyam. Otherwise, cover and continue to simmer until everything is dissolved. 7 minutes later, I check on the soup. Oh my goodness, look at that, looking so beautiful. The aroma was nose blinding, so good. So at this point, I'm going to now add the bitter leaf. Remember our bitter leaf that we washed? Look at this consistency, just right, not too thick. So I'm going to add the bitter leaf now and then let it simmer for a few more minutes. Still watching? Then this is a good time to please click the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Please subscribe. Subscription is free, they don't charge you for it. While at it, you also want to click on that notification bell to your right and then hit the one that says all notifications so you'll be among the first to know anytime I upload a new video. Thank you. The bitter leaf have been in here for 5 minutes now. I'm going to stir everything to combine. At this point, soup is ready. Oh, the aroma was nose blinding. It is looking good. Look at that color. Check the description box for the palm oil that I used. You'll love it. Okay, you can get it from Amazon. Our soup is ready now. I'm going to take this off the heat. Now to sand this down, I'm going to make pounded yam. Honestly, the best pair for this soup is fufu santana or akpu, but I don't have that today. That's why I'm going to make some pounded yam. Boil some water, remove some of it, set it aside, and then go in with your yam flour. You're going to keep stirring as you add until it begins to turn stiff. Once everything is well molded like this, it doesn't mean it is cooked. You're going to now go in with the hot water we set aside earlier. Cover and let this cook for another 10 minutes on medium-low heat. After 10 minutes, come back, give everything a good mix again. This time you want to heat it towards the side of the pot to activate a bit of stretch. Then you know your pounded yam is ready. Serve and enjoy. I hope you try this out and enjoy it together with your family.
A happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won and the skies are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer. A lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to you. The struggle may be tough. The journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Doubts arise, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering lights, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won, the skies are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer, a lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to you. The struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Doubts arise, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering lights, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering life's trials and frowns, I'll keep my eyes on the prize. Evergreen joy, my heart's surprise. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won, the skies are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer, a lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to you. The struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Doubts arise, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering lights, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won, now the skies are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer, a lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to you. The struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Doubts arise, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering lights, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering life's trials and frowns, I'll keep my eyes on the prize, evergreen joy, my heart's surprise. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won, now the skies are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer, a lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to you. journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won and the skies are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer, a lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to you. The struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Doubts arise, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering lights, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won, now the skies are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer, a lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to you. The struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Doubts arise, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering lights, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering life's trials and frowns, I'll keep my eyes on the prize, evergreen joy, my heart's surprise. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won, now the skies are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer, a lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given dark and light, ups and downs, weathering lights. Can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering life's trials and frowns, I'll keep my eyes on the prize, evergreen joy, my heart's surprise. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won, the scars are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer. A lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to you. The struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Doubts arise, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering lights. Can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering life's trials and frowns, I'll keep my eyes on the prize, evergreen joy, my heart's surprise. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won, the scars are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer. A lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to struggle may be tough, journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering life's trials and frowns, I'll keep my eyes on the prize, evergreen joy, my heart's surprise. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won, the scars are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer. A lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to you. The struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Doubts arise, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering lights, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering life's trials and frowns, I'll keep my eyes on the prize, evergreen joy, my heart's surprise. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won, the scars are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer. A lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to you. The struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Doubts arise, can I really win? Yet I remember journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won and the skies are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer, a lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to you. The struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Doubts arise, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering lights, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering life's trials and frowns, I'll keep my eyes on the prize. Evergreen joy, my heart's surprise. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won and the skies are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer, a lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to you. The struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Doubts arise, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering lights, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won and the skies are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer, a lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to you. The struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Doubts arise, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering lights, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering life's trials and frowns, I'll keep my eyes on the prize. Evergreen joy, my heart's surprise. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. The battle's won and the skies are clear. Evergreen joy, my spirit's cheer, a lasting bliss forever true. It's life's great gift given to you. The struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Doubts arise, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, the journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, a happiness that won't destroy. Won't destroy. Through dark and light, ups and downs, weathering lights, can I really win? Yet I remember why I started. Resolve renewed my spirit hearted. For though the struggle may be tough, journey will be enough to lead me to evergreen joy, struggle